This won't be much of a meaningful update, but it will just be an update. So, I've been sanding, mainly the torso pieces and painting where I can for the, you know, clowns for that one over there. There is feet for that. I got Balloon Boy, his, you know, face painted, and I have his arms painted. Uh, there's a clear night and day difference between Flesh Demon and Slightly Toned. Like, 5 minutes in the oven, about 10 minutes in the oven. So, in terms of what needs to be done now, I need to go back and paint his arms here the same blue as this, just so it matches. And then I have to paint the red pattern on his, torso, his shoes. I don't know where his hat is. And for things like the clown, I have to print some of his things. So there was an issue where the head here, good example, this is the one of the resin printed heads for the clown that I made. Well, you can't really see it, but right there, you can see that there's a line break. I tried to patch it up with resin, but that didn't work. Also, I completely forgot there's a piece back here that I'm missing. So, I'm reprinting the heads with some support to make this part not fail. So for this, I will not be needing this anymore. That just goes to show how weak this actually is. So, yeah. At least his teeth survived. So yeah, I also have to paint his... Oh, my hand's bleeding. I have to paint his teeth and a few other things. The only issue is when it comes to painting with this airbrush paint, because I could have just, taken the stripes and, from a distance you can't really tell. It's all the imperfections, but when you get up close, you can see how it's not a perfect line, but screw it, whatever. The only issue is you have to add multiple layers when you're doing it by hand. But when you're using an airbrush, it happens immediately, pretty much. I could have made some tape and outlined it, but I didn't really want to do that. Also, here's the puppet. Horribly hand-painted. I'll have to go back and cover up some things. Honestly, trying to sand all of these things that are in these boxes here down to what they should look like, because some of them don't have, like, you can see how rough that is. I have to try to sand it down with a sandpaper. Now, at the moment, I have 180 grit, and then I have 320 to go on it. Some parts only need 320, some, like this part, will need 180. And I'm using this wet rag here to hold the sandpaper in place, so I can do this. The only issue is it shakes the entire table. And you have to sand it down just the edges and work my way to the center. But I'll do that for every part. Yeah, so right now, I gotta reprint the head, so I have to do it twice for that one and then the one over there. It should be stronger. It shouldn't have that many failure points like this one does. Also, you can see there's some visible lines on the resin print. Resin printers shouldn't do that. The only reason that's happening is because the film that I installed was too loose, so that exploded. So when the resin lift came up, it sagged a little too much. So whatever. Yeah. Also, I started sanding some of the parts for Bon Bon here. Can't really tell, that's nice and smooth compared to the others that are there. Yeah. This is probably going to take me a few days. I'm just going to be casually sitting here. It's like 9 o'clock now, so I have until 4 o'clock, so that's a few hours. I might actually get this done. Who knows? And, yeah. It's a little update. Also, I keep this guy holding all of my paintbrushes and stuff. I don't know how I'm gonna how I'm gonna replicate the paint for Balloon Boy. Where is his hat, by the way? Aha, here it is. I don't know how I'm gonna try to replicate the pattern of the red for the hat, but I guess I'll try to match it, which won't be easy. The one thing that's gonna be a pain is trying to replicate his eyes, but you know, I got plenty of abilities and times to test those prints. I was hoping on just using marker dots and just, you know, push the marker into the, like, get a perfect circle by pressing it into it, but I haven't tested that yet. So, yeah. Yep. Ooh, look at that. Look at that detail. Look at that detail. So ghastly. Oh, boy. Yep. Yep. This is more enjoyable and calm. I'm just more or less panicking because I'm trying. I want to do stuff, but then I try to get off work, and then I don't have time to do stuff. So then brain's like, go do stuff. No, can't do. Go sleep. No. Goodbye.